From the terrifying to the monstrous, these 15 most fearsome mythical creatures are sure to make you glad that they only exist in stories. But be careful, because some of them are so realistic that you may see them lurking in your nightmares tonight. So are you brave enough to watch till the end? Let's take a look. 15. Wendigo. The Wendigo is an evil spirit in Native American folklore that can possess human beings, transforming them into ravenous monsters who have an insatiable hunger for human flesh. The term Wendigo comes from an old Algonquin word that translates to something that goes beyond human, often being depicted as a gaunt, emaciated figure with dripping saliva and eyes that glow red like hot coals. When someone is possessed by a Wendigo, it is said that their skin turns cold to the touch and their breath becomes hot and fetid, smelling strongly of decay and death. To avoid becoming a Wendigo, one must never eat human flesh or cannibalize another human being, no matter how desperate the circumstances. Number 14. Chimera. In Greek mythology, the chimera was a monstrous creature that breathed fire and had the body of a goat, head of a lion, and tail of a serpent. According to legend, this hybrid animal was created when Typhoeus, the father of all monsters, mated with Echidna, the mother of all monsters. Because of its multiple animal parts, the chimera is considered a symbol of chaos and deformity in ancient Greek culture. It was slain by the hero Bellerophon after he rode the winged horse Pegasus and jabbed the beast with the spear of the gods. After its death, Zeus placed the chimera among the stars as the constellation Coma Berenices. Number 13. Gorgon. One of the most feared monsters in Greek mythology, the Gorgons were three sisters whose names were Stheno, Euryale, and Medusa. They lived on an island west of Gibraltar, and each had one eye in the middle of her forehead, two wings growing from her temples, and a long tongue that dripped venom. Their appearance was so hideous that anyone who looked at them turned to stone. Medusa, the only mortal of the bunch, was the only one who could be killed, and according to legend, she was slain by the hero Perseus, who used her severed head as a weapon. To avoid its power, Perseus had to look at Medusa's reflection instead of her actual face. Number 12. Kraken. This colossal monster is a staple in Scandinavian folklore, and according to legend, it lives off the coast of Norway. It has the upper body of a giant and the tentacles of an octopus and can drag ships and their crews down to the bottom of the sea. The Kraken has been described as having such strength that it can flip a ship over like a bottle and smash it to pieces. That's why sailors would rather stay clear of any waters where the Kraken might live. In reality, the Kraken is likely based on a giant squid or octopus, since there have been sightings of giant squids as large as boats. Number 11. Basilisk. Also known as the devil, the serpent, and the king of snakes. The basilisk is a legendary reptile monster that appears in medieval bestiaries and is known for its deadly stare, which can turn humans and even animals to stone. This creature is also said to be able to breathe fire, cause plants to wither, and even kill people by simply stepping on them. In order to slay a basilisk, one must use a slender object like a twig or reed to jab at it, and it can only be captured by a virgin. But if a virgin is not available, then the next best option would be a rooster. That's because roosters were considered the only birds that were immune to the basilisk's gaze. Number 10. Oni. These grotesque demons appear in Japanese folklore, and they're usually depicted as hulking beasts with horns, sharp claws, green faces, and the ability to shapeshift. Onis are known to kidnap children, steal treasures, and spread disease and misfortune wherever they go. Though they may seem similar to other horned demons in different mythologies, Onis are actually more akin to trolls, since they're usually very dim-witted and susceptible to magic spells. Legend says that Oni can only be defeated by Buddhist monks armed with magical weapons called vajras, but ordinary humans need only utter the mantra of Fudo Myojin, a Buddhist deity, to drive them away. Number 9. Troll. Found throughout many cultures around the world, trolls come in various forms, but are generally regarded as repulsive creatures that live in caves or under bridges and demand tribute or food from those who pass by. These grotesque ogres are also known for their love of riddles and their tendency to devour anyone who fails to answer correctly. Norse mythology specifically, Trolls are known for their enormous size and their disgusting habits, such as eating human flesh and storing their victims' body parts in jars. But they're also slow-witted and dim-witted, and they turn to stone when exposed to sunlight, which is why they usually live in caves or under bridges. Number 8. Sphinx. With the body of a lion, wings of an eagle, the legs of a cheetah, and the face of a woman. The Sphinx is a creature of Egyptian mythology that lives in the desert and preys on travelers. One of the most famous sphinxes is the one guarding the entrance to the underworld, who asks mortals riddles that only the truly wise can answer. Those who fail to answer correctly are said to be trapped in the underworld forever. In fact, it was the Sphinx's habit of devouring those who failed to answer correctly that led to its own demise, as it was eventually slain by the hero Theseus. Number 7. Siren. These dangerous creatures appear in Greek mythology, and they're known for their irresistible songs that lure sailors to their deaths. Sirens were originally depicted as bird women who lured sailors off course with their beautiful singing, but later they were shown as half-bird, half-fish creatures that emerged from the water to sing their enchanting songs. Sailors would hear the sirens singing from miles away and be drawn to their haunting melodies. But once they approached, the sirens would reveal their true monstrous forms and either lead them to their deaths or eat them alive. To avoid the danger of sirens, sailors would either plug their ears with beeswax or tie themselves to the mast of the ship so they could hear the song without being lured off course. Number 6. Hydra. According to Greek mythology, the Lernaean Hydra was a many-headed water monster that lived in a swamp and breathed poisonous air. Whenever the hero Heracles came close to slaying it, the Hydra would simply regrow 2 heads for everyone that was cut off, making it practically invincible. But Heracles was eventually able to defeat the beast with the help of his friend, Iolaus, who cauterized each wound with a burning musket to prevent new heads from sprouting. Once the Hydra was dead, Heracles dipped his hands in its ichor or blood, which made him nearly invulnerable. Number 5. Cerberus. This hellhound is one of the most recognizable monsters in Greek mythology, and it's known for its ferocious appearance and its ability to manipulate its own body parts. According to legend, Cerberus has the head of a lion, the body of a dog, a tail that ends in a serpent's head, and 3 heads in total, with each head possessing its own set of teeth and tongues. This fearsome beast guards the entrance to the underworld and prevents the souls of the dead from leaving. But it allows the hero Heracles to enter hell 3 times during his 12 labors. Number 4. Leprechaun. These mischievous creatures appear in Irish folklore, and they're known for their red hair, their love of gold, and their ability to grant wishes. According to legend, leprechauns are solitary hermits who live in the countryside and guard their gold from the outside world. They're incredibly elusive and difficult to find, and anyone who does manage to track one down must be extremely careful about what they say or do. That's because leprechauns are notorious for their trickery and their tendency to play pranks on unsuspecting humans. However, if a leprechaun is captured and forced to reveal the location of his treasure, it's said that he will grant the finder 3 wishes before disappearing forever. Number 3. Yeti. Also known as the Abominable Snowman, the Yeti is a legendary creature said to inhabit the Himalayas. It's usually depicted as a large, hairy, human-like creature that leaves behind large footprints in the snow. Despite numerous expeditions to find the Yeti, no conclusive evidence of its existence has ever been found. The Yeti has been featured in many books, films, and TV shows, and is often portrayed as a friendly giant who avoids contact with humans. However, some believe that the Yeti is a real animal that has simply managed to evade capture, while others think it's nothing more than a hoax. Number 2. Chupacabra. This cryptid is said to inhabit parts of the Americas, and it's known for its blood-curdling scream and its ability to drain the life force out of livestock. The chupacabra is often depicted as a hairless, pig-like creature with sharp claws and a taste for blood. Many people believe that the chupacabra is responsible for the deaths of thousands of goats and pigs, and some even claim to have seen the creature itself. However, despite numerous reported sightings, no physical evidence of the chupacabra has ever been found, leading some to believe that it's nothing more than a myth or a hoax. Number 1. Mothman. This mysterious creature is said to inhabit West Virginia, and it's known for its glowing red eyes and its ability to predict disaster. According to legend, the Mothman has the body of a man and the wings of a moth, and it can fly up to 60 miles per hour. Some people believe that the Mothman is a harbinger of doom, and its sightings have been linked to various disasters, including the collapse of the Silver Bridge in 1967. Despite numerous reports of the Mothman's existence, no physical evidence of the creature has ever been found, leading some to believe that it's nothing more than a myth or a hoax. Well, that's our list of the top 15 most fearsome mythical creatures. Did we miss any of your favorites? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.